Thank you, YouTube. You have been so helpful over the past couple weeks. What the fuck, guys? I was here doing a stream yesterday trying to give some more information about what's going on with this virus that's been going around and how it's impacting the furry community. But what do you guys do? You take it down. And why? Is it because that you thought I was spreading this information? That's not what I was doing. I even had my sources on the screen for you guys to see. Heck, my first stream is still up, and all that information came from the CDC. What I have been doing hasn't even gotten into the whole numbers. What that particular stream was mainly me doing was showing all the conventions that were impacted because of this, all the postponements, the cancellations. I've only touched on the virus itself for like 5-10 minutes, and that was like the last half of the stream. And you guys just stop the stream as soon as I show one of my sources. I don't understand that. Listen, I understand you're trying to fight misinformation, but I have my source on the screen for you to see, and what was on there actually happened. So here's what was happening. And so coming to you guys, what I was trying to say before I was so rudely interrupted by YouTube was, like I said on here, all these events that have been delayed or canceled. So I'm going to recap what I was trying to say last night, and I also understood that there was some audio issues from my stream. So I am working on that, and I've messed with the settings, and hopefully all will be okay this time. So Blue Ridge Fur Fair, that one did go on, even though that we had the government order, our local government put in a restriction of gatherings of 100 people or more in one area. Now, I was a little worried that we were going to have to end the event early, but they looked into it and they found out as long as they don't have 100 people in one room, then they're fine. So they did a head count every 30 minutes to make sure that they were complying with that. And they had the advantage of being a very small event, only like a couple hundred, so everyone was pretty much split all around. But other events, not so lucky. Fernal Equinox, which was supposed to have happened last weekend, has been canceled, so they will not occur this year. Tide Tales postponed to August 26th. Otter Dance postponed. They have not announced a makeup date yet. Furnection postponed to the second half of 2020. Gateway Fur Meet canceled. Golden State FurCon postponed to August 28th through to the 30th. And if needed, if you have a registration, you can transfer that to next year to another affiliated con, or you can get a refund. Motor City FurCon, that's been postponed till later this year. Refunds are available. Just for the weekend, they are currently discussing as social events have been banned for 3 weeks. And that was where the stream got cut off the first time around. And that was when I was showing my source for where the social events had been banned for 3 weeks. And it said it could not have more than 2 people that are not related to you. And that came from BBC News. So I was showing my source straight from BBC, and my stream got cut off right there. And again, I don't understand it. Fantastic has been moved to May 29th to June 1st, or if the ban on gatherings of 100 or more people is still there, it will be postponed to next year. Wild Nights Oklahoma postponed to 2021, so essentially a cancellation for this year. Furry Weekend Holland canceled for this year. Fur DU canceled for 2020. Registration has been rolled over to next year. Wolf canceled for 2020. I forgot to mention the Biggest Little Fur Con, which was the next convention I was going to go to. That has been postponed till Halloween weekend. And as I will get into in just a little bit, there is going to be that's going to be a little bit interesting. Let's see. Furry Weekend Atlanta, that was another one that I was going to go to, but that has been canceled for this year. Furry Pinus, I probably mispronounced that because if I gave the other pronunciation, it would sound dirty. Postponed till late third quarter of 2020. MetFit MiniCon canceled for this year. Confuzzled canceled. It will occur in May of next year. Furlandia, no change as of yet, but they have a deadline on deciding. Zodiac Con, they are currently allowing you to register without having to pay anything. But whether that's going to occur is in question right now. It is scheduled for May 27th to the 31st, but Czechia has a ban on social gatherings of 30 people or more until April. Now, even though that does not cover when ZodiaCon is supposed to happen, that does not mean that they could change it. They could extend that ban into May. So that's why that they're not having anyone pay for the registration yet, because this situation could change. Anthro warning that they may cancel or delay the event this year, so no final decision as of yet. Arizona Fur Fiesta, no change, but they are warning to obey the national quarantine and to stay at home. For Verizon, they are currently monitoring the situation. This event is currently scheduled for May 29th to June 2nd, but northern Italy is on lockdown at this time. But again, that could change depending on the situation. Anthrocon, no change as of yet, but they are monitoring the situation. They released a statement a few weeks ago, so if you want to read that, go right ahead. I've already mentioned that in my video, I think it was earlier this month. Hawaii, no change as of yet, but the decision is expected in June. Eurofriends, no change at this time. They acknowledge that the situation is highly dynamic. Wild North and Midwest Fur Fest, no change as of yet because they're so late into the year. Now, I had mentioned that with Biggest Little Fur Con, and this can also happen with some of the other events. This puts them in an interesting spot because their original date was in late April to early May. Which the only major event that was nearby was Furry Weekend Atlanta on the following week. But now that they are on Halloween weekend, they have 4 events going on at the same time. 2 of those here in the States. One of them being for Apocalypse over in Connecticut, and Alamo City Furry Invasion over in Texas. So there's 3 cons in America going on at the same time on Halloween. Interestingly, almost one for each time zone, one on the east, one in the central, one in the west. So how that is going to impact them, we will see, as BLFC is the 3rd largest con as far as attendance. Now, whether this is going to suck up some of their attendance, that's to be seen. We don't know yet, as again, this has never happened before. We've never had a situation like this where so many events have had to change because of it. So we'll just have to wait and see. Now, Now I would go through the upcoming events for April, but right now, because of the situation that's going on, I don't think if I put it up right now, it's just not going to be accurate, as some of them may be postponed or maybe even canceled. So right now, I think it's more important that everyone just stay safe, keep washing your hands, and keep your distance between other people at least 6 feet. There were some instances where, uh, like there was a couple of stories. One of them was in New Jersey where uh, a Wegmans worker was asking someone to back away. They were getting a little too close. The guy went up to her and coughed right in her face intentionally. And that guy was arrested for terroristic threats. And then there was another story in Missouri out of Walmart. There was some idiot in his mid-20s. He was licking a bunch of deodorant canisters. I don't know why people are. I don't know if they're trying to be funny or what, but that is just disgusting. Don't do that. Don't do this stuff for social media. Yeah, focus on staying safe. Uh, and Again, just be careful out there. I want to see things go back to normal. Don't get me wrong. I know a lot of people want to get back to normal life, uh, but this is pretty much the best we can do at this time. Just continue to listen to the CDC. These guys have been doing this for years, and they know what they are doing. So, yeah, just stay safe out there. Okay, so that's pretty much all I have to cover, and yeah, hopefully I'll get another stream going, and we'll um, try to go at a hitch. I think it's their automated system that was interfering with the stream, but yeah, and they did warn that some videos would be taken down that don't violate the rules, and yeah, I think it had something to do with me showing that article, but that I can tell you definitely that was something that happened. So I'm telling you that there was no misinformation on that. And just as it was in my first streaming video, I am no doctor. I do not claim to be one, but all the information I get comes from medical professionals. So those are the guys that you want to listen to. Do not listen to social media. Just go from the guys who do it for a living. Okay, so that will do it for me. And in the meantime, I will be doing some more DJ sets online. There will be another one coming this weekend to try to keep you guys occupied. But till then, I'll see you guys later.